What up, everybody? It's the Constitution State here. Today's video comes from the Circleville Police Department out of Ohio. It's kind of a crazy video. It sucks making videos like this, but it's got to be seen, and people got to know about this stuff because it happens. And more times than not, we don't know about it. All the information will be in the description, all the links. I have the original video. Well, part of it. I'll put it in there. I couldn't put it up. It's crazy. It's heartbreaking. The dude's screaming. The dog's biting him. Like, it's horrible. And wait till you see it. The cop literally tells the dog to go after him, while the state police are telling him not to release the dog. His hands are up. This right here is the criminal. This is Ryan Speakman from the Circleville Police Department. The dude had his hands up. You can see the dog run away, and the cop comes running over, and instead of grabbing the dog, he points at him and says, "Get him!" While the state police are saying, "Don't release the dog, his hands are up." Let's get into it.
I need an update for 1020 again.
Do not release the dog with his hands up. Do not release the dog with his hands up. Don't. Do not. Get the dog off of it.
Ohio State Highway Patrol is disturbing, but now under scrutiny after a man was mauled by a police officer's canine. July 4th, Jackson County, Ohio. A case report shows a highway patrol officer in a marked vehicle tried stopping the driver of this big rig for a missing mud flap. The man behind the wheel, later identified by authorities as 23-year-old Jadarius Rose, drives on, and a chase begins. About 20 minutes into the pursuit, the big rig is seen rolling to a stop.
Get out of the truck!
But that lasts only a few seconds. The driver continues to flee, and officers stay on him for another 8 minutes.
He took off again. We're heading northbound.
It wasn't until police used tire deflation devices
We're stopped.
that the chase came to a slow but dramatic and disturbing stop. That's a Ohio Police Department Canine unit rolling up to the scene. After repeated orders from state troopers, the driver eventually steps out of the rig, his hands in the air as requested. A patrolman is heard asking the canine to not be released. Though it's unclear if he could be heard by all officers on scene, that's when the canine is deployed.
Do not release the dog with his hands up. Do not release the dog with his hands up. Do not release the dog with his hands up. Don't get the dog off of it.
After the canine takedown, an officer approaches, then quickly walks away, her hands covering her face as Rose screams in pain. The frustration audible in the voice of another state officer.
Was that not loud enough?
After the dog is removed, officers move in to arrest Rose and administer first aid.
Just let a dog bite me.
All you had to do was come to me.
I was coming, all the guns pointing at me. How you expect me to respect you? You got a gun pointing at me. It's like 20 of y'all.
All you had to do was stop, brother.
I did stop.
The spokesperson for the Ohio State Highway Patrol tells CNN, as troopers were attempting to gain compliance by providing verbal commands to the suspect, the Circleville Police Department deployed their canine, which resulted in the suspect being bitten. CNN has reached out to the Circleville Police Department for comment. Police say Rose was taken to a local hospital where he was treated and released before being taken to jail. His attorney declined to comment.
A missing mud flap. All this for a missing mud flap. What's that, an infraction? A ticket they could have mailed him? I know I wouldn't want to be a black man and jump out of my truck with those guns pointed at me, with them having them. Look at what happened either which way. Driving off's probably the safest thing he did. It's sad to say, but getting bit by that dog might have been his saving grace. And then the cop here literally blames the victim. All you had to do was come to me. He was following commands. He was literally doing what you guys were telling him to do. And you're still going to blame him. Makes sense. They fired the officer. So, be careful, Ohio. Surrounding towns, he might be in a department near you soon. That's usually how it goes. But this is pathetic, man. This is sad to see. And it doesn't matter if he could hear the commands or not. That was common sense stuff. The dude was out of the vehicle, he had no weapon, and he had his hands up. Why would you release the dog? That's just like shooting him. Oh, he's got his hands up, let's shoot him. What? That's madness, dude. This has to stop. It's why this gets shared. This is why people need to see this. Like, this happens all the time, man. We're lucky the officer even got fired. You know how hard it is to get an officer fired? It's pretty hard. If there was a way to save him, they would have. Well, let me know what you guys think, because I think this is crazy. This wasn't one of those maybe situations. No, there was nothing about maybe nothing. This is all this for a mud flap? No. Letting a dog attack somebody, an unarmed person with their hands up? No. Why isn't he criminally charged? You guys, you're quick to fire him. Why didn't you charge him? Can the police department tell me that? We're going to end it. Let me know what you guys think. I know this has been everywhere, but it needs to be seen. Thank you.